When I was in grade 8, I was called the big girl in school. Connie Chunk, that was my nickname. And I remember going all through junior high and high school with this label of Connie Chunk. And it wasn't until I was 22 years old and I walked into a hip hop class where I was about to discover that I wasn't just the big girl. Now, these kids today, they walk around with all kinds of labels that people have called them, named them, just like me. Maybe it's not Connie Chunk, maybe it's not the big girl, but it's replaced with their own labels. And there's an opportunity for us to know how to create an environment where these students can know there's so much more than what they've been told they are. And that's what my assembly is all about. So there I was, 22 years old, being told by my doctor that I needed to lose some weight. I didn't want to go to the gym because that's where all my bullies were, so I ended up in this hip hop class, and I loved it. At the end of the class, we went into a circle where the teacher said, now everyone's going to get a chance to go into the middle. And I thought to myself, there's no way I'm going in the middle of a circle. When you've been bullied, when you've been labeled, the last thing you want is to be seen. But there I was in an atmosphere that was about to change everything for me. The social impact of that circle was so electric. There I found myself in the middle of the circle. My dance move was nothing amazing. In fact, I left the circle thinking to myself, I am never going back to that hip hop class ever again, until this girl next to me said, wow, that was courageous. And that's the moment that changed my life. She saw something different in me. She spoke something that changed the way I thought about myself. I could either embrace Connie Chunk as who I am, or I could embrace this idea that I am courageous. And that's what I want to bring to your students, the idea that you are courageous and that we together, when we show up and bravely connect with one another, we can create an atmosphere where bullying, racism, and disconnection is now no longer a part of the story. We can create a new one. I've been working in schools for 25 years. I've been speaking in school assemblies for 25 years, and I can say that I have seen an increase in anxiety, in relational disconnection, in racism, in bullying. And if pink shirts were going to solve it, they would have by now. I love the idea that we have these anti-bullying rallies. I think they're important. And I believe that a school assembly where we cast vision and inspire students to new stories and new realities is absolutely important. But what we're missing is a strategic way to bring students and schools to this place of becoming the village again, to be able to create a place where belonging creates resilience. I believe that an assembly, a powerful assembly that has interaction, that doesn't tell students what to think, but how to think, gets them involved in the solution, that's going to change the game. But you couple that with a peer support model around how do we bravely connect, now we're going to get somewhere. I am offering schools an empowering, impactful school assembly that will switch on, will make something click, just the way when that girl spoke, you are so courageous, to have something click, to have that same impact on a student. But then to take it a step further and to train teachers, parents, and a peer support model for student leaders to be able to sustain a new kind of story, a culture in a school that can create that kind of belonging. I remember I was speaking at a school assembly and this grade 8 girl came up to me afterwards and she said, you know, you speakers, you're all the same. You just say the same thing over and over again. Guess what? We're not listening. And while I was a little shocked at what she had said, what I heard her say was, stop telling us how to be well. Stop telling us how to create belonging and start showing us. And that's what the Bravely Connected method is all about. It's about showing students how do we do this and walking alongside of them. I believe that it is possible to see a school that is connected, but bravely connected. And I want to show you how to do that. I believe that your school can be an empowering place where students, parents, and teachers are feeling that connection, and that belonging will create resilience. Are you ready to create something exciting in your school? I believe that belonging starts with being bravely connected. Let's do this.